Hey Steve, how's it going?
I'm doing all right. Tony, how are you?
I'm doing really well, man. So, is there any chance we can get an in-service next week?
Well, we're really busy and it's hard to get everybody together, so I don't know. I'll have to get back to you on the in-service.
Okay.
Lunch and learn.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, folks. Steve the Hurricane. Welcome to A Drink with the Hurricane. Cheers. I love dramatizations. They are my favorite type of videos to film. We film a bunch of different types, but they're my favorite. The example here with Tony talking to me, asking for a lunch and learn in service, is something that people struggle with. I get so many comments and feedbacks and emails and fan letters where people talk about how nobody gives lunch and learn in services. Nobody does it. They tell me they can't do it or they're too busy. Nobody does it. Nobody does it. I'll tell you, all of my coaching clients, all of our coaching clients at Hurricane Marketing Enterprises, they get lunch and learns. Now I know it's because we work with them every single week and we're training them on what to say and what to do in their specific territories, but why does it work for them and it doesn't work for everybody else? And it really comes down to one thing. We don't know how to ask for an in-service. So here's a golden nugget from the Hurricane to you on how to ask for a lunch and learn in-service. First thing we have to do is we have to get a time when everybody meets. So Tony asked for a lunch and learn in service. Now I'm not sure in the example if he said who he wants present, but if we want all these people to get together, if I'm the marketing person or I'm the social worker, I'm the executive director, whoever it is that he's asking for this lunch and learn in service with, if I have to gather all these people, now I gotta talk to each and every single one of them and find out when they're available to meet with me. There's a lot of work on me to try and organize this for you, and I don't really want to do that. So it makes it harder. So therefore, that's a high likelihood of getting shot down. So instead, it's very simple. You ask them, when does everybody meet? When do you have your weekly meeting? When do you have your utilization review meeting? When do you have morning meeting? When do you do stand-up? All of those examples that I just mentioned, those are times when each of these facility type businesses get together as department heads, as people to get ready for the day, or talk about their discharges for the week, or talk about their census, or talk about their goals. Every business has meetings. So if you find out when they have their meetings, now that's a time when you know everybody's gathered. From the person who has to organize it, I know, well, that makes sense. We're all together anyway, so maybe we should do it then. Then you want to give people two options. So in the video example with the dramatization, Tony said, how's about next week? Well, I'm sitting there as the person hearing that, well, next week I have this event and I have to get this report done and I have to do that and I can barely talk to this person, so there's no way we can do it next week. I'm thinking about the whole week. Instead, if I find out that, if Tony had found out that we have our weekly meeting together, our morning stand-up meeting at 10 a.m. on Tuesdays, then Tony can say, how's about next Tuesday or the Tuesday after before that meeting? So now I'm thinking to myself, all right, well, next Tuesday, all I gotta do is ask the team if we can come in 20 minutes early and we can meet for this meeting. That's much more attainable. I don't know, I'm not doing anything before the meeting. Let me ask the rest of the team and get back to you. Then finally, what Tony does in this example, or in this case you as the home care company, is write it down as a tentative in your calendar. This is where book a meeting from a meeting, something I've talked about for years now, and I train people on, becomes so important. You carry your calendar with you on your cell phone, or you carry your calendar with you in your planner, and everywhere you go, you open it up and you go to your calendar. Oh look, I got an appointment that just came up right now. Here's my calendar, right? So I look at the calendar, I'm a little further ahead, and I take a look at what I have going on this week, and I'm like, okay, so next week, Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. I am available. So I'm going to put a tentative in here, and then the week after. Now you have two times, either this coming Tuesday or next Tuesday, to let me come in and do a lunch and learn for your team. Please follow up with me and let me know. What that does is it gives them a clear, concise, focused task. I have to find out if next Tuesday or the Tuesday after, before the meeting, 20 minutes, works best for us. This will greatly increase the likelihood of scoring a lunch and learn in service, And then that, at the Lunch and Learn in service, is where you win them over to get them to start referring you clients. It really is as simple in how we ask the questions. So I hope you got a lot out of this. There you go, golden nugget from the hurricane himself. Remember, don't just beat your competition, folks, blow them away.